All right, what we have for review today are Cheerios. Born on May 1st, 1941, this is a toasted whole grain cereal with no artificial flavors or no artificial colors. In addition, it is gluten-free, and General Mills said they would not use any genetically modified organisms to produce this food in 2014. All right, so let's go ahead and review what the nutrition facts are on one of my favorite cereals, which are Cheerios, and see how this may or may not impact our health in a positive or negative manner. Starting with our nutrition facts, this is for one bowl, which are 19 grams. So this one serving size, not that much, but it's the nutrition facts for 19 grams of Cheerios. 70 calories in one serving, and 10 of those calories being from fat. Total amount of fat, 1 gram. Saturated fat, 0. Cholesterol, 0. Sodium, 95 milligrams, 4% of your daily value. Potassium, 120 milligrams, 3% of your daily value. Total amount of carbohydrates in the 19 grams. 14 of those grams are from carbohydrates. 14 grams of carbohydrates in 19 grams of food. So that's a pretty hefty ratio. 5% of your daily value, dietary fibers, 2 grams, 7% of your daily value. Soluble fiber, less than 1 gram. Sugars, less than 1 gram. Protein, 2 grams. The ingredients include whole grain oats, cornstarch, sugar, salt, tripotassium phosphate, vitamin E as a preservative. If you notice, there's no BHT, no wheat products. It's gluten free, and it actually has a pretty streamlined. This is a pretty streamlined food. No artificial flavors and no artificial colors. Now let's review the vitamins and minerals. Vitamin A, 10% of your daily value. Vitamin B6, 15%. Vitamin C, 6%. Folic acid, 30%. Calcium, 6%. Vitamin B12, 15%. Iron, 30%. Vitamin D, 6%. Phosphorus, 6%. Thiamine, 15%. Magnesium, 6%. Zinc, 15%. And niacin, 15%. All right, let's go ahead and see if this is a primary, secondary, or tertiary food. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, a tertiary food. Now, on the health continuum, considering these nutrition facts, I would place this at a 5 or, maybe 5.5 out of 10. There's no artificial flavors. You got to be very, very cognizant of the carbohydrate content of this. Out of 19 grams in this one bowl, 14 of those grams are carbohydrates, so to be very, very careful about that. And that too, those carbohydrates aren't going to be like those of whole fruit. I believe, or I anticipate, that these may have, the carbohydrates out of here may have a much higher glycemic index than that of whole fruit. But still, I think it's a take it or leave it food. It's kind of a filler food. I think this definitely gets points for no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, and not being made with any genetically modified organisms. So also being gluten-free is good if people who have sensitivity to gluten products. All right, let's go ahead, open this up, and see what it tastes like, looks like, and smells like. It looks like Cheerios, just little toasted oat circles. Very about the color of this wood board I have behind here, and we'll see what it smells like. It smells like toasted oats. That's exactly what it is. It smells like Cheerios. It smells like your typical cereal. It doesn't actually particularly smell good. It almost smells kind of like wood chips, like dried wood chips. But since I'm so familiar and everyone's so familiar with what Cheerios smell like, it's very difficult to describe the smell without describing it like Cheerios. So I would say wood chips. Now let's see what it tastes like. Definitely not sweet. Very, very bland. Kind of like just a toasted cereal. Remember, there's no added sugar in here. Actually, I take that back. There's a very minimal amount of added sugar. If we come back to the ingredients, you can see right after cornstarch there's sugar and salt, but it's still just a trace. I don't even think it's anything worth mentioning, considering there's less than 1 gram. However, there are a significant amount of carbohydrates which come from the actual whole grain oat that's processed into making this. Okay. Well, anyways, I hope you like my review. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and smash the subscribe button, or hit the subscribe button if you like it. I typically eat this as like cereal and milk. Often when I used to study in college, I'd eat it as a finger food. Just keep my mind from wandering, and stay focused while you're studying something that you may or may not find boring. Anyways, again, hit the subscribe button, click the thumbs up, and see you on the next one.